7 Action News starts right now.
Well, it's April in Michigan, and tonight we are under a freeze warning.
The Jane Bashara murder investigation isn't closed yet. Tonight, what prosecutors want Jane's husband to give up. And good evening, everyone. I'm Michael Rosenfield.
And I'm Joanne Pert. We're going to get to those stories in just a moment. But first, George Zimmerman under arrest tonight for the shooting death of Trayvon Martin. The 28-year-old Florida man is being charged with second-degree murder. Zimmerman was on neighborhood watch when he fatally shot the teenager back in February. Initially, investigators believe the case fell under Florida's stand your ground law.
We did not come to this decision lightly. This case is like a lot of the difficult cases we have handled for years here in our circuit, and we've made this decision in the same manner. Let me emphasize that we do not prosecute by public pressure or by petition. We prosecute based on the facts of any given case, as well as the laws of the state of Florida.
I have been up and down as if I was on a roller coaster, but I know beyond a shadow of a doubt that justice will be served.
Zimmerman will be arraigned within the next 24 hours. It's not clear who will be representing him. His lawyers quit yesterday after he wouldn't return their phone calls.
Metro Detroiters have been watching this case carefully. NAACP President Wendell Anthony shared his reaction to the charges with 7 Action News earlier.
The family needs closure. Trayvon Martin is dead. He should not be dead. Mr. Zimmerman has been out for something like 43, 44 days since this occurred. And so we're pleased that he's finally being brought to trial, and justice should prevail. The Justice Department is involved in this. The FBI is involved in this. Groups all around the country involved in this. So it does not end with the charges being brought. It ends when justice prevails.
Okay.
And as you heard the Reverend mention, the Justice Department is also conducting its own independent investigation into the shooting.
New developments tonight in the Jane Bashara murder investigation. Her husband, Bob Bashara, was in court this afternoon. The Wayne County Prosecutor's Office wants Bashara to provide them with a writing sample. In response, Bashara's attorney filed a motion asking that he or someone else be allowed to sit in while Bashara provides the samples. At the end of the day, though, there was no resolution. The judge is expected to make a decision on it next week.
Former Miss USA, Rima Fakih, is pleading no contest to charges related to her drunk driving arrest. Under the plea deal, Fakih pleaded no contest to driving while visibly impaired. Fakih was arrested in Highland Park in December. Officers say she was going 60 and weaving in and out of traffic without using turn signals. Once she was stopped, police found an open bottle of champagne behind the driver's seat. Fakih will be sentenced next month.
An MDOT worker is recovering tonight after being struck on the freeway. The victim was working as a courtesy patrol driver for MDOT. He stopped to help another driver alongside eastbound I-96 near the Southfield Freeway when he was then hit by a passing car. Now, according to Michigan law, if you can, you must move over a lane away from vehicles parked on the side of the freeway. The driver in this case did not do that and could be charged.
At least one person is hospitalized tonight after an explosion at the GM Tech Center in Warren. GM tells 7 Action News workers were testing an experimental battery when chemical gases ignited. 5 people were treated by medical personnel following this morning's explosion. 80 others were evacuated. Witnesses say the explosion was so strong the ground shook.
It blew out all what I could see, the 3 major windows. These are large windows, were all blown out. 8-inch thick doors were blown out as well.
For now, the building is closed until further notice. Employees who work in the building will be told when they can return.
Well, we're under another freeze warning tonight, and Dave, these could be some of the coldest temperatures we've seen in a while, right?
Yep, a lot of this week has been chilly for sure. We're going to eventually get warmer, but we got to get through tonight. Now, the numbers tonight will be colder than the last couple of nights, and it's only a degree or 2, but those couple degrees can make a big difference. Show you what's going on now. Officially, this kicks in again at midnight here. Temperatures will drop rather quickly through the evening hours. Once the wind lets up and the clouds really break completely, that's when it gets quite chilly. Look at this, 28 to 32 for low temperatures. Right now, we're at 52 in Detroit, in the low 50s in most cases around southeast Michigan, but we are headed down. Take a look at the area near you now. Most of these numbers outside the city, like Chelsea, 29, Brighton, 29, Shelby Township at 30, 32 for a low in Detroit. but upper 20s to around the freezing mark. That's colder than we have been all week. Well, warming up from there, we'll talk about some 60s for the weekend, but that may not be such a good thing either. We'll explain coming up in a couple minutes.
Thank you, Dave. Detroit workers are hoping controlled burns will help rid city parks of weeds and several invasive plant species. Today, workers staged 2 controlled burns. The first was in Rouge Park, followed by a second at Eliza Howell Park. The burns are designed to kill off invasive plants and germinate native seeds.
The city of Roseville is running out of cash. After crunching the numbers, the city says it could be broke by 2013. City officials say the problem is the result of a drop in state revenue and lower property tax funds. In an effort to avoid an emergency manager, the mayor says the city may ask voters to approve another millage. And Detroit City Council members will get their first look at the upcoming budget tomorrow. Deputy Mayor Kirk Lewis will present the 2012-2013 budget to council as Mayor Dave Bing continues to recover from a perforated colon.
All right, we're just getting started on 7 Action News at 7. Still to come, Verizon is adding fees for some of its most loyal customers.
Plus, we'll tell you why police were forced to raid a Dearborn Heights pet store.
And the cancer screening that could save millions of lives.